What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Rush. Yes, indeed. Rush fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bibbity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all those things, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from David Edals, I hope that's how you pronounce it, and Jason Culver. They both want to see me react to this song by Rush called The Garden. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hang on, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I know this song came off the album Clockwork Angels that I just recently discovered even exists. So I was, when I did that one reaction for the other song I did from Rush, I was really kind of taken back. I was like, there's a Rush song I haven't heard? What? Is there a new album? When I looked, and sure enough, there's an album that they released. I swear, I thought Snakes and Arrows was it. I thought that was the end of Rush's recording career. I did not know about Clockwork Angels. So this song comes off that album. If it's anything like the last Rush reaction I did, I'm in for a good time. I'm looking forward to this. I am a huge Rush fan. I've heard pretty much every song from Rush except anything off that album because I didn't even know it existed. This was posted by Rush, okay? And the video has 1.4 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Rush Clockwork Angels Tour. Oh, this is going to be live? Awesome. The Garden. I love live Rush. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the studio albums. I do. The studio albums are all great. But there's something about live Rush that just really does it for me. I don't know why. It just, I dig live Rush. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Possible worlds, all for the best, or some bizarre test. It is what it is, and whatever. Time is still the infinite jest. The arrow flies when you dream. The hours tick away. The cells take away. The watchmaker keeps to his schemes. The hours tick away. They took away, yeah. The measure of a life is a measure of love and respect. So hard to run, so easily burned. The measure of a life is a measure of love
melodic line. I love the melodic line he's singing right there. Going up to the flat six like that. God, sounds really good. This is nice. I mean, it's pretty, and I know it's kind of it's kind of ballady, sort of, but I feel like there's something about to pop off here. I could be wrong. The entire song could be like this, and the thing is, if it is, I'm okay with that. It doesn't. It sounds kind of ballady, but it doesn't feel ballady. I can't explain it. I feel like there's something coming. There's this feeling of anticipation, and it's all because of the buildup that's happening here. Now, like I said, I could very well be wrong, and the whole song could just be like this, and I'll be okay with that, believe it or not. The way that he's singing, the melodic line that he's singing on that section in particular, really nice. The strings. I like the strings. Are they on the original studio recording of this song? I don't know. I don't know if they are or not. If they are not, that's a shame because they sound really good and they probably should have been. If they are on the studio recording, great call, great move, and I'm glad to see them being done live as well. Let's keep going. That bass line is smooth.
In the rising set of the sun, till the stars go spinning round the night. Oh, it is what it is, and forever. Each moment memory light. The arrow flies while you breathe. The hours slip away, the cells take away. The watchmaker is time up to sleep. The hours tick away, they tick away, yeah. The measure of a life is a measure of love and respect. So hard to run, so easily burned. In the fullness of time, our God in nurture and protect. Treasure of a life is a measure of love and respect. The way you live, the gifts out you give. In the fullness of time, it's the only return that you expect.
Nice come down. I'm not gonna lie. Getting a little choked up. And the song is not helping. Okay, the song is not helping that. The song is definitely helping me get choked up, but what's making me really get choked up is seeing Neil. When I saw this was live, when I saw that this was going to possibly be a live performance, I thought to myself, I wonder how I'm going to react to seeing Neil. Is it going to hit me like seeing like Lemmy, for example? Or am I going to be able to get by and not get, choked up or whatever? I thought I was going to be fine. I thought I would be, no problem. I could see Neil and I'll be okay. Well, no. It's hitting. It's hitting. And like I said, the song is not helping. It's a Very pretty song. I would dare say beautiful song. I would dare say that. Yeah, but seeing Neil is hitting me a little bit harder than I thought it would. That was a tough loss. That was a very, very tough loss for everybody in the rock world, especially in particular in the world of prog. But I mean, rock in general. I mean, that was a hard hit, losing him. Anyway, let's keep going here.
The future disappears into memory with only a moment between. Forever dwells in that moment. Hope is what remains to be seen. Forever dwells in that moment. Hope is what remains to be seen.
Oh. Gorgeous song. Forget pretty. It's a beautiful piece of music. The chordal flow with those melodic lines and the harmonic lines together, both of them. I mean, don't get me wrong, the melodic lines with the chordal flow on its own was really pretty. I mean, it was beautiful. But now you add in Alex's harmonies to it. Oh, God. Oof. Oof. I'm not usually a big fan of songs like this. I'm not usually, one to sit there and go, oh, I love songs that are ballady. I'm not usually a big fan of ballad-style songs, and if you look at this, at the end of the day, if you really look at what the song is, it is a ballady-style song. I don't know if I would go as far as to say it's a ballad. I don't know if I would go that far, but it's definitely a ballady style. There's so many moving parts, though, and the tempo is a little faster than you usually expect from a quote-unquote ballad. But the song's hitting me. It is hitting me. And like I said earlier, seeing Neil, that definitely got things rolling for me with the getting choked up. But now the song itself is taking control of that. Now the song itself is making me choked up to boot. Oh, man. It's a beautiful piece of music. Let's finish this out. Back. Very nice. Pre-order at Amazon. Yeah. Ooh, that was really nice. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Rush with The Garden. This was a request from David Edalls and Jason Culver. All right, before I give my score, let me save the score for the end, actually. Let's talk a little bit about what we just heard, what we just saw. First of all, live performance. Okay, let's be honest here. Live performance. Was this the most exciting live performance I've ever seen? No, of course not. But then again, look at the style of song that we're playing. I mean, does it really make a whole lot of sense to be running around the stage, you know, interacting with the crowd and stuff like that right now? Probably not the most opportune time. Probably not the most appropriate time. So I get it. I absolutely get it. But nonetheless, they did a really nice job with the live performance. The strings. I don't know if those are on the original recording or not. If they're not, great call adding them in for the live show. It's kind of criminal that they would not be on the recording because, man, they were important. They were absolutely important. They weren't just there for filler. There were times in the song where the strings were literally carrying the song. Like at the beginning, at the very beginning, when Geddy was doing that bass line, you know, the 1 to the 5, the 5-1-5-1 to the 3rd, and then alternating from the 3rd to the 4th. I mean, he was doing that, and that was nice, don't get me wrong, but the strings are what were carrying the melodic line. So I really hope that the strings are on the studio recording, because if they're not, that was kind of a faux pas. That's kind of criminal, if you ask me. They should be. They absolutely should be. And if they are, great. Great. I'm glad they are, and I'm glad to see that transition into a live performance. So, the strings were fantastic. The drumming on this, very nice, very laid back. You could really hear Neil's jazz practice come into play there, man. He was really laid back in the pocket. Really nice to hear. Alex's guitar playing, very appropriate for the style of song that we heard. Even his little solo that he did, very nice. Again, very appropriate for the style of song. Nothing too flashy, nothing that really drew attention from anything. I mean, he drew attention, but not in a way that was like, you know, spotlight on me and forget everybody else. No, it was more like, you can put the spotlight on me if you want, but I'm really just kind of here to add another element to the song. You know what I mean? Geddy's bass playing on this. I like that rudimentary line that he's doing. The 5 to the 1 to the 3, and then 5-1-4, 5-1-3, 5-1-4, 5-1-3. You know, messing around with the 5-1 and 3. It's just a triad. It's just an inverted triad. It's a dominant fifth triad, but it's, you know, messing around, starting with the 5 is the root, right? 5 to 1 to 3. And then 5 to 1 to 4, then 5 to 1 to 3 again. You know, messing around between the 3rd and the 4th, really nice, really, really cool. I do that a lot too. When I'm doing like melodics on my bass, I'll do a lot of the same things. It sounds really good. You have to be careful though, because if you overdo it, it can be, for lack of a better word, repetitious. No, Geddy was really smart though. He would do it for a little while, and then he would move on to the next thing. It wasn't the dominant thing. It wasn't like he was doing that through the entire song, like I've done before. Oops. I got a lot of criticism for that song when I did that. That was very not forethought of me. I wasn't really thinking ahead when I wrote that bass line for that song. That was not a good move on my part. But it sounded really pretty, and definitely added and set up the stage for the song. Geddy's vocals on this, when they got to that section, I don't know if that was the chorus or I get the feeling that was the chorus. I get the feeling that was the chorus. Man, they were good. They were gorgeous. Oh my God. The melodic line that he was singing, going up to the 6, you know, working up and up to the 6 and then down up to the 6 again and down again. Man, that was pretty. that was pretty. That was more than pretty. That was just downright gorgeous. Really nice. You know, one of those things that really kind of, when you get into it, man, it tugs at your heartstrings. It really does, and it definitely tugged at mine. And then when you add in Alex's harmonies, now you have this gorgeous melodic line from Getty with this great chordal flow that just feels really nice. And then you add Alex's harmonies. That's just another layer. Good Lord, did that sound amazing. That was like the highlight of the song for me. Taking all of that into account, now, I am going to say this. I'm not a big fan of ballads. You know, ballads with me are extremely hit and miss. More miss than hit. There are a few ballads that I like. There are a few ballads that I really enjoy. The first one that comes to mind is Love Me Forever from Motorhead. I don't even know if you could really call that a ballad. By Motorhead standard, that is a ballad. Really nice song. But for a ballad to really, or even a ballad style song to really hit with me, it's got to hit me. It's got to touch me in some way, and this song definitely did. Now, how much of that, and this is where I struggled with, how much of that was because of the song, and how much of that was seeing Neil Peart? Here's what I deduced. Seeing Neil touched it off. Seeing Neil lit the fuse, okay? Now that fuse could have been extinguished. It could have very easily been extinguished. Instead, it was furthered along by the song. And I found myself getting, okay, the first time I saw Neil, I got a little choked up. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Seeing him is what started it. Now, hearing the song, continuing the song, moving with the song, and letting the song kind of wash over me, that did not help. It did not help at all. I got choked up a few times, and it wasn't even seeing Neil. That's the weird part. You know, that's where I realized Neil may have started it. He may have been, you know, what, you know, flicked the pebble, you know, into the snow, but then as it rolled and rolled, it accumulated more and more snow until it turns into this giant rolling snowball that you see in all the cartoons that are really going to wipe out everything that it comes across. Same thing here. Seeing Neil flick the pebble, but then the song made it grow and grow and grow. So, was it the song? Yeah, it actually was. I mean, I was fine seeing Neil from there on after, but the song is what really did it for me from there on out. Having said all that, and having taken everything into account, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 9.3. Yep, 9.3. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score that I feel this song deserves. And I just told you why, so I don't need to go over it again.
Why?
Beautiful song. I don't say that very often. I don't use that word very often when it comes for songs, but this was a beautiful song, a beautiful piece of music. And between seeing Neil and listening to the song, it evoked not one, but several emotional responses from me. So yeah, I feel good with that 9.3, and that's where we're going to stay. So 9.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.